You already know it is that time of the week. Right, Go for chapter 371 review discussion thingamajigger, and I'm late as hell because holy hell, I read this chapter and I thought, man, it was mid as hell, and then I kind of like didn't record the video. So let's get this out of the way. Chizuru holds onto Kazuya's little sleeve, and he's like, "What? Oh." And then he goes on to a whole overthinking thing and just thinking about stuff like that. Is Chizuru afraid? Oh, that's so cute. Blah 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 blah. They step out, and he's like, "Wow, that was scary. My heart was beating. Well, my heart was racing. It really was for some more than one reason. My heart was racing. Ha ha ha." And we got more in our Kazuya dialogue. It's just blah 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 for like 2 pages, and then Chizuru gets to talk. And she goes, "Sorry about before, your sleeve." Huh? I knew it was her. Of course it was her. She's the only one on your right, you dipshit. Oh my lord. And she's, my ears are more sensitive than I thought. I couldn't help it. And Kazuya blushes. And he's like, her ears? And he like blows, and he like has an imagination where he blows on her ears. Her ears are like, her weak spots are so hot. Like, what are we doing, Kazuya? They got an hour before dinner, and dang, we're already like almost through the day. It's still pretty raining heavy outside, and Kazuya can't help but stare at her ears. What the hell are we doing staring at ears for? And they get up to the fortune telling, huh? And Chizuru asks you want to do this as our last thing? He's like, yeah, fortune telling. I mean, I thought this might happen. We'd be doing it here. I have no idea how much Mizuhara believes in this stuff. I don't want to bring it up, but this is about her research too, isn't it? And more inner dialogue of blah, 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 blah. And he goes, oh, do you believe in fortune telling? I need to ask this, he thinks. Well, I believe in the good stuff. Okay. This is what people get a compatibility score, right? Yeah. I'd laugh if our score was so low. He's like, oh, seeing her laugh is the most important thing. But if we got 0 points, then I doubt we'll be dating anytime soon as a couple. Please God, Buddha Almighty, Joy Poyus. Like, what are we doing? He's like, this stuff before? Have you been here? It's like, oh, I've been here about 5 times. It's pretty popular with the client and stuff. He's like, wow, that's a lot. It makes sense. Oh, how were the results then? I'm a little scared to ask. Well, they were mixed, except one time we got 95, and it was really exciting at the moment. It's not like anything happened after that, though. It felt more like a game than anything, Which it probably is. It's probably some randomized bullshit. It doesn't actually take into consideration their compatibility. We know they might just get 100. They might fuck around. Reggie's either going to do one of 2 things. Reggie's going to give them 100, or he's going to give them like a 50. Or like a 0. It's going to be one of those 3. It's going to be something super high, super low, or just kind of middle. It's going to be like, oh, it's super low, but we know each other better than these stupid compatibility tests. So something like that. Or it's going to be super high and like, oh, they're made for each other. They get their little slip things to go there, and Chizuru's heart is bum 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 bum. And she's like, oh my, it's, really being fast. And Kazuya's like, oh, you coming? She's like, oh yeah. And she fell a bit behind, and the chapter ends there. That's it. So, I hope you enjoyed. I gotta get this video out because I'm 2 hours late as I'm recording this. Oh, Lord. I hope you enjoyed this video. My little one. That's all I've got. Peace.